The supportive sisters story, the unbreakable bond between Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia. What if the future queen of a nation wasn't standing alone? What if behind the poised speeches, the polished royal appearances, and the enormous weight of a crown yet to come, there was someone quietly walking beside her, supporting her every step of the way? When people think about royalty, they often imagine glittering tiaras, grand palaces, and historic traditions. But behind the formal ceremonies and royal protocols are real families, real relationships, and powerful emotional bonds. Among the most fascinating royal relationships today is the sisterhood between the future Queen of Spain and her younger sister. One is destined to rule. The other will likely never wear the crown. Yet the story of these two sisters may prove that sometimes the most important role in a royal family is not the one written in the constitution, but the one written in the heart. Today we explore the supportive sisters' story, the remarkable relationship between Leonor and Sofia, how their childhood shaped them, how their roles differ, and why their bond could become one of the most important strengths for the future of the Spanish monarchy. And before we continue, if you enjoy deep stories about royal families and the people behind the crowns, remember to subscribe to the channel and stay until the end, because this story might completely change how you see royal life. A royal beginning. Two sisters born into history. The story begins inside the Spanish royal family. Was born on October 31, 2005, in Madrid. As the first child of Anne, she instantly became one of the most important children in Spain. From the moment she entered the world, her future was already decided. She would one day become queen. 2 years later, on April 29, 2007, her younger sister was born. While Leonor carried the title Princess of Asturias, Sofia received the title Infanta of Spain, meaning she was a member of the royal family but not the heir to the throne. From the outside, this difference might appear small. But inside royal life, it changes everything. Leonor would grow up preparing to rule a nation. Sofia would grow up watching her sister carry that responsibility. Yet instead of creating distance between them, the difference in roles appears to have done the opposite. It has brought them closer. Growing up together in the royal spotlight. Unlike many royal heirs of the past, Leonor and Sofia were raised in a relatively modern and protective environment. Their parents, and, were determined to give their daughters as normal a childhood as possible. The sisters attended the same school in Madrid, Santa Maria de los Rosales School, a private institution known for educating members of Spain's elite. Interestingly, this was the same school their father once attended as a boy. At school, Leonor and Sofia weren't treated like distant royal figures. They were students, classmates, and friends. Teachers often noted how close the sisters were. While Leonor tended to be more reserved and thoughtful, Sofia showed a lively and warm personality. But what many observers noticed most was something simple yet powerful. They were almost always together. Whether arriving at school, attending family events, or participating in public ceremonies, the sisters moved like a team. For Leonor, who was constantly under scrutiny as the future queen, having Sofia by her side created a sense of balance and comfort. The weight of being the future queen. Being the heir to the throne is not just a title, it is a lifelong commitment. 4. This responsibility began at a very young age. Every speech she gives, every appearance she makes, and every decision she takes will one day shape how people view the Spanish monarchy. When her father became king in 2014, Leonor officially became Princess of Asturias, confirming her position as the future queen. From that moment on, her life began to change dramatically. She started attending more official events, representing Spain alongside her parents, and learning the traditions and expectations of monarchy. But carrying such responsibility can be isolating. And this is where quietly enters the story. The sister who stands beside the future queen. Sofia's role in the royal family may not come with a crown, but it may be just as meaningful. Throughout their childhood and teenage years, Sofia has often been seen supporting her sister in subtle yet powerful ways. During public events, she frequently stands just behind Leonor, never trying to overshadow her, but always present. Observers have noticed how Sofia often looks toward her sister during speeches or ceremonies, almost as if silently encouraging her. These small moments reveal something important. Sofia seems to understand her sister's unique position. And instead of competing with her, she appears to embrace the role of supportive companion. In royal history, this kind of sibling relationship is not always common. Many royal families have experienced rivalry, jealousy, or distance between heirs and their siblings. But Leonor and Sophia appear to be building something different, a partnership. Different paths, shared values. As they grew older, the sisters began following slightly different educational paths. Attended in Wales, one of the world's most prestigious international schools. This experience allowed her to study alongside students from around the globe while preparing for future leadership. Later, she began military training in Spain, a tradition for future monarchs. Meanwhile, eventually followed her sister to UWC Atlantic College as well. While their futures may differ, their education reflects similar values: international awareness, leadership, and public service. But what remains constant is their relationship. Despite living in different places at times, the sisters continue to appear united during family events and royal celebrations. Public moments that reveal their bond. Some of the most telling moments between Leonor and Sophia happen when cameras capture natural interactions between them. During royal ceremonies, Sophia has been seen smiling at her sister, whispering to her, or offering quiet gestures of reassurance. At award ceremonies, national celebrations, and even formal state events, their sisterly dynamic sometimes breaks through the strict formality of royal life. There are moments when Sophia laughs at something Leonor says, or Leonor glances at Sophia before stepping forward to speak. These brief exchanges remind people that beneath the royal titles are simply two sisters navigating a very unusual life together. The freedom of the spare. Royal watchers often refer to the non-heir sibling as the spare. But being the spare can bring a surprising advantage: freedom. Because as not the future queen, she will likely have more flexibility in choosing her career, interests, and personal life. She may pursue work in diplomacy, humanitarian causes, international organizations, or even entirely different fields. This freedom allows Sophia to support the monarchy in ways that complement her sister's role rather than mirror it. Many royal experts believe Sophia could eventually become one of Leonor's most trusted allies within the royal institution. The influence of their parents. The strong relationship between Leonor and Sophia did not happen by accident. Their parents played an important role in shaping the environment in which they grew up. Has often spoken about the importance of duty and service. Meanwhile, who came from a non-royal background as a journalist, has emphasized education, independence, and emotional intelligence. Together, they appear to have encouraged their daughters to respect each other's roles rather than compete for attention. Family outings, shared activities, and joint public appearances have reinforced the message that the sisters are a team. Why their bond matters for Spain. The relationship between Leonor and Sophia could have a significant impact on the future of the Spanish monarchy. Modern monarchies depend heavily on public trust and positive public perception. A strong, supportive royal family helps create stability and relatability. If Leonor becomes queen with Sophia standing beside her as a trusted supporter, their partnership could strengthen the monarchy's image. People tend to respond warmly to genuine family relationships, especially when they see authenticity behind royal traditions. In many ways, the story of these two sisters reflects the modern values Spain hopes to represent: unity, cooperation, and resilience. A future written together. As continues her preparation to become queen, the spotlight on her will only grow brighter. She will undergo military training, represent Spain internationally, and eventually take on more responsibilities within the state. But through it all, one person will likely remain constant. Her sister may never sit on the throne, but her presence could play a vital role in the emotional and personal support of Spain's future queen. And sometimes, that kind of support is more powerful than any crown. The quiet strength behind the crown. History often focuses on kings and queens. But behind many great leaders are family members who provide encouragement, perspective, and loyalty. Sophia may become exactly that for Leonor. Not a rival, not a shadow, but a partner in navigating the challenges of royal life. And if their childhood bond continues into adulthood, Spain may witness something rare in royal history. A future queen and her sister standing side by side, not divided by destiny, but united by it. Final thoughts. The story of and reminds us that even within the strict traditions of monarchy, human relationships remain powerful. Their journey shows that being born into different roles does not have to create distance. Sometimes it creates an even stronger bond. As Leonor moves closer to the day she may become queen, Sophia's supportive presence could become one of her greatest strengths. And for royal watchers around the world, the story of these two sisters is far from over. In fact, it may just be beginning. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lives of Spain's royal sisters, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video, and let us know in the comments. Do you think Infanta Sofia will become Princess Leonor's strongest supporter when she becomes queen? Stay tuned for more royal stories, hidden histories, and fascinating insights into the lives behind the crown.